Friday, November 15th, 2019. And this is the Pro and the Con Show, and I'm your host, Michael James Ott, just as it says there on the graphic. Welcome to the show. Thank God it's Friday. So today, again, encouraging all of us to be better citizens, right? So another set of the impeachment hearings, public hearings today, televised for, I don't know, it's like 4 or 5 hours, 5 hours maybe. I watched most of it. Did you? Hope so. Hope so. Folks, this is important stuff. Got to pay attention to what's going on. Admittedly, it's not the most entertaining thing to watch. But, there it is. And so turn it on, pay attention to what people are saying about it. Okay? I came away frustrated. I think many people are going to come away from a lot of this very frustrated. And it's the same thing that I've talked about in past shows. This Republican versus Democrat thing, the politics. Wow, it's killing us. It's killing us. And to sit there and so you had on Friday was the testimony of a career ambassador, a career diplomat, and she had been removed from the position in Ukraine, and the president, could have just removed her. You could have just said, I want to go a different direction there, or I just think this other person do a better job, so I'm replacing you. Happens not all the time, but it happens, on a normal basis in the diplomatic corps. And they're used to, okay, there's this other person you perceive is better at dealing with whoever. But no, instead, they had to do this, smear campaign. And it looks like there was this opportunity, or they're attempting to get a window of opportunity where there wouldn't be a normal diplomat there. And in that time frame, there was Rudy Giuliani and a couple of other people working for the president that were there to, set up something outside normal channels of diplomacy. Okay. And then now during the public hearing, the level of frustration on my part is to listen to these people just rant and rave at each other. They're politicians, by the way, not the diplomat. She was very even-keeled and honest and came across as being, a person of really high integrity, who had served her country for decades and, was just mystified by what had happened to her when she was the Ukrainian ambassador. And so it's all, about why. Why was this done? Why wasn't it done differently? And what was the implications of it? And then so you had people just, politicians just kind of screaming at each other, and I have to say that mostly, okay, it's run by the Democratic majority, and so that I can get that the Republican minority are a little bit frustrated because the Democrats don't always do what they want to do. But on the other hand, yeah, some of these people that the Republicans are having act as their spokespeople are, coming across as, belligerent bulldogs or pit bulls is my impression. And anyway, but it all speaks to the politics, and this unwillingness to even acknowledge that the other side might have a relevant point. It's we're in our camps, we're in our cults, we're in our tribes, whatever you want to say, and by God, we're not going to acknowledge that anything, even when it's obviously true, if it doesn't directly support what I think is, or what, my personal agenda or the agenda of my team, my cult, my tribe, then out the door it goes. And so, again, be good citizens. Try to ignore a lot of the vitriol between these opposing parties. Try to focus on the facts. Try to hopefully be focused on finding some of these people that are more reasoned and reasonable. And we, certainly us, friends, neighbors, family members, community, we've got to be reasonable. Okay, here at our level of the citizens, we've got to be reasonable. We've got to step back and say, okay, let's not yell and scream at each other. Let's focus on the facts. Get them all out on the table. The coin, I've talked about the coin many times. So double-sided coin, right? So this one happens to have Eisenhower on one side and an eagle on the other. And, your perception of the coin very much depends on where you are and where you're coming from. But the truth is, the whole coin is the reality. This is the reality of the coin. The pro and the con, the good and the bad, the for and against. And we've got to, we just have to do better. So anyway, that's what I want to say about Friday or this week's impeachment hearings. Generally, good hearings from the standpoint of presenting information to the public. I think there was enough fairness from both sides, even though there shouldn't be both sides. I've said this many times before. We shouldn't even have these stupid political parties. But anyway, yeah. So next week there'll be more hearings, and we'll have to see what they have to say. All right. So for the Pro and Con Show, Michael James Ott. Till the next show. Bye for now.